All right, we're rolling. Welcome to Cringe City, episode 2. What's up, Ed?
Population 2.
Population 2,
Cringe City,
baby.
Population 2. I'm
Rack
good. How are
City,
you?
bitch. I'm good, dude.
It's been a
I'm
while.
really
Well,
good. Yeah, it's been
it's been last week.
actually, it's been less time, actually.
It
Usually our
has.
hiatuses are like six months to a year. This time it's like, what, 2 months? Not too bad, dude. We're,
But,
we're going in the right direction.
but you know what the difference is between us and other shows? Our writers will never go on strike.
Yeah, we're not fucking unionized. We're 100% strictly a right to work state. That's what you've been working for free actually for the last 3 years, I think.
Pretty
Several
much. The only thing
hundred
that,
hours.
the only thing that restricts us is our kids. If we're doing something with our kids, we don't got time.
Yeah, dude,
They're our
kids
bosses.
suck, dude. Kids fucking suck. They suck all the lifeblood out of you, dude. I
Now,
remember
the kids, be fun, they said.
it's in my life. It's in my genes though. I feel like in my loins to have kids. I wanted a kid when I
Mhm.
was fucking 17, dude. I was 16. I think it's because I could never remove like the that part from like the getting laid part where it's like, okay, I started like, okay, I want to get laid, there's hot chicks around me. That shit started around 14. Okay, I'm attracted to like, hot ladies around me. And then it's like,
Yeah.
okay, wait, hold on, I think the purpose of this is to reproduce as much as possible. So then it's just like, okay, now I gotta have kids, hundreds of them.
Yeah. It took me to my early 30s to have kids. Hey, just is the number.
Dude, I am so fucking lucky, dude, that no chick between the ages of like 14 and like 28 let me bust like without a rubber, because I 1000% would have. 1,000,000% I would have like if there had been one woman who was like, "Yeah, dude, let's just have unprotected sex and you can nut all in me as much as you want." I would have
Yeah.
done it with her, and then if another one came right after, I would have done it with her too. If between the ages of 14 and 28, dude, they
And
were
just
like,
disclosure, when he says the ages of 14 and 28, he means he was 14 also at the time.
yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. And that's how I phrased it too.
It
If
is called
if
Cringe City, the podcast, but
when
still, it's
I
not
was
the
eight,
age.
when I was 14, if I was 14, when I was 14, if there was another, actually, at 14, I would have taken age 14 to fucking
Yeah.
85, dude.
As long as you were 14, though.
As long as I was 14,
That's
yeah.
the main point
Yeah.
here.
If I was 14, whichever age, bro, just any one of them was like, yeah, go ahead, dude. Go
Mhm.
ahead. Well, you can just do
This
it.
way, sir.
I would be like, oh, after you, madam.
And they say chivalry's dead.
And then had I had a kid, right, at age fucking 14, 15, then like the next year another one was like, yeah, sure, we'll have a kid. I would have just, or not we'll have a kid, but yeah, you can just fuck me without a rubber and no worries. I would be like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you
So
for that
here's a question for you.
present.
What would you do if you did become a father at age 14, 15?
I think, dude, if I was a father at age 14 right now, I'd be one of the most successful comedians on earth, because I
Mhm.
would have just ignored that responsibility completely and been like, just let me go do something else. And then, no, you know what? I would have been like this. Here's what I would have done. I would have said, look, I'm going to give each one of these kids, however many, a total of $300 per month. Okay. Not per kid. Okay. If I
Okay.
had one, it would be that kid is getting $300. Not bad. But if I had 8 children, I would divide $300 by 8, and each of them would get like, $40 or whatever.
So if it's with different moms, it would be split up.
The moms would get $40 per child of mine you have. And
Got
you
it.
know what? In my defense, that would have been eons more than what I got from my father.
Or more had
I'm
you just
I'm
period.
I'm still nailing it, dude.
Yeah.
Right? I'm still better off. But if as long as I just would have stayed out of jail for the first like 2 years
Hmm.
and just never like mooched off the mom, I'm already a better father by a lot. By a lot, dude. So I I cannot wait until my kids right now are like, 14, 15, 12.
Mhm.
I'm going to rub it in their face, dude. How great of a father they have
Everything.
comparatively. Comparatively.
Have you ever like gotten frustrated and had that speech already with your kids? Like, you're so ungrateful for what I do.
No, no, no. I wouldn't actually do that. But actually, you know what? Fuck that. I am going to do that shit. And there have been some moments where me and Rachel have gotten into it a little bit,
Uh-huh.
me and my wife, and not serious fights, but like there have been
Just
a few kind of heated ones to where I've gotten like I've pulled this move. I'm a fucking great dad. I'm a great dad. That's happened before.
you should use the I can leave right now if I wanted to.
I think I have used that, like, if I bounce today, these kids have 1,000 times the opportunities I had. 1,000,000 times.
It is pretty crazy though when you look at what they have now versus what we had, just in general, right? Like just
Yeah.
technology and
No,
just
I mean
resources.
your parents can speak English. You're already fucking
It's already
you're already
wise.
eons ahead.
Yes. But
Yeah.
they have tablets,
You don't have to do
technology.
your parents' taxes? Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
must be doing great.
What? I'm not a translator.
Yeah. Dude, that started at age me translating for my mom, dude. I remember doing that as early as age 6, 7.
I think
And
one of
let
the
me tell you something. I probably didn't know that much more English than her at that age. So now you're just being a dick, forcing me to
now
do
you
it.
just don't want to do it. You
Yeah,
just send it to
yeah. Now you're just don't want. She probably knew the same amount as English as me. She just didn't want to embarrass herself. She was like, just ve para allá, mijo, ¿qué dice? She understood
one of the
exactly the same amount of words, but was like, oh, okay.
one of the funniest bits I've heard you do in person was that whole you translating for your mom, like the guy came for the washing machine and all that.
Yeah. The universal translator. It's rooted in truth, dude. Because I just hit something here. Weird. It's rooted in truth because I I did that stuff did happen, dude. Like,
Right. Yeah.
not exactly like, oh, me cursing out a guy, but there would be times where I remember very vividly whenever my mom was first becoming a resident. I was fucking 10, 11, right? And she wanted me to go translate in an active court, in open court,
Yes.
in front of a judge, and like, in front of the fucking stenographer, and a court record of how shitty I would be at this if I had done that.
She's like, wear a suit so you look professional.
Yeah, the fucking, what do they call the stenographers, right? The court
Uh,
stenographer would be, or the
well,
transcriber. She
yeah,
would
yeah,
be
yeah.
like, okay, all right, we are here to listen for the immigration case of Mrs. Sonia. And we have here, in representation of Mrs. Sonia, her 10-year-old son, Hyro. And so, son, I would like you to explain to your mother that the rules of law state that she must renounce her citizenship in order for her citizenship to the country of El Salvador, for her to be even applicable to get her residency. And can you also explain to her that the Roberts Rules of Order state that she must wait until she's spoken to before she can address this court? Please, son. Ma, dice que esto, si no te gusta El Salvador,
Dice que no se puede hacer nada.
dice que no sé. Oh, ¿cómo que dile que no, que sí vamos a hacer esto? She said, yes.
You're like, ma,
Okay. She said,
que me
okay.
dejes jugar más. Déjame jugar la PlayStation.
Dice que me tienes que comprar un PlayStation, ma. Un juego de PlayStation. Up to today, dude, I'm still kind of pissed at my mom. I remind her every once in a while that she promised me at age 8, 9. She
Mhm.
promised me that she was going to buy me a PlayStation 1 game if I were to behave properly at the dentist. Okay? I think it was like even younger, 7, 6, 7. And she said, don't throw a fit. We're gonna go. He's gonna fucking pull out a tooth, or they did some work, dude. I was there for like a couple hours.
Yeah.
They're gonna do all this shit, inject your mouth, all this crap. Just fucking be cool, dude, and you will get a PlayStation game. And I never got the fucking PlayStation game as payment for that. And I'm never gonna do that to my kid, dude. I'm just gonna tell him you're not gonna get shit. Just say that.
Look, you should tell your kid, look, the benefit of coming to the dentist is having teeth.
Yeah. You get to live past, the ripe age of 18 or something.
Uh-huh. Do you ever see, like, do you ever notice that your mom does, like, lets your kids do more things that you were never allowed to do? Like,
oh yeah, she loves my children more than she loves me. She loves my children more.
Like, Mikey's like from couch to couch acting like he's Spider-Man. And I was like, wait a minute, we were never allowed
hold on a second.
This.
I distinctly remember you hitting children before.
Yeah.
I think what happens is, because I even see it with my daughter to my son. I feel like you get tired, bro. You don't have the youthful energy. You don't have that. What do they say? You don't have that much fucking. What's the phrase? That much jizz in your balls, or what's the phrase?
You did at one point.
She did. My mother didn't have that much jizz in her balls at that age.
No, not you, not her, but you.
Yeah, I didn't have it that much either. But you don't have that much spunk anymore, right? So when I was a kid, my mom sometimes will try to make it like a brag, like, oh yeah, when you were a little kid, 2, 3, 4. We would go somewhere and you would just sit next to me quietly. You wouldn't. There would be kids running around and jumping around and screaming, and you would just sit next to me so quietly and so nicely. And now that I have my 2 kids, especially my son, dude. I must have blocked out so many fucking horribly beatings from this woman, dude. My brain must have just like given me CTE or something.
Yeah.
Because there's no way he will not sit down unless I probably start beating this kid. So there's no way. He just wants to run around and eat everything and scream and cry and every 2 seconds, blah, blah, blah. And I love my son, so I'm not going to beat it out of him, But I just imagine, like, I wish we could have some fucking back in time machine, dude. Because I know I would just see my mom beating a little 6-month-old baby. Because right now she's my mom. I love my mom. She's so sweet. I know she beat the shit out of me, bro. I just can't remember it. Can't remember it. There's no evidence beside, he was such a cute little baby.
Yeah.
No, I like doing shit, ma.
Nowadays, moms raise their voice to the kids, and they're a TikTok video that goes viral.
Yeah. Nowadays, if I tried to ever hit my kids, they would just fucking secretly record me with my own phone, post that shit on TikTok.
My baby boss.
Oh, I'll see you in court, motherfucker.
Just the baby in the suitcase.
They own my house and shit. Like, they're like, okay, yeah, come on, we're switching rooms. We're in the master bedroom now.
I'm in charge.
Yeah. Look at me. I'm the captain now. Somalian. We were thinking about. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. Speaking of captains, I like Dak behind there.
Is he the captain of the? Hold on a second. Do NFL teams have team captains?
They have like 4 or 5 captains.
It's a fucking,
which to me defeats the purpose of having a captain.
It's like the Fellowship of the Ring up there, just like all of the fucking council of elders.
Yes.
Now,
when they walk to the middle of the field to like choose heads or tails, it has to be 3 out of 2. 3 to 2 voting.
They have to do rock, paper, scissors first to determine who does it, and then
decide internally what we're going to choose, and then we'll tell the referee. But none of that matters if you're going to continue to lose when it matters, right? So
yeah. Now let me ask you something, because for the first time in my life, I've paid attention to football slightly. Yes. Only one team and only for a few of the games.
And here's the funny part: we've always talked about the podcast that when we talk sports, like you don't talk sports, but you're the only one of the podcasts who plays team sports.
Yeah. I've played indoor soccer. I was in a dart league. I played football, and I even played darts. If you go to Parks Place in Dallas, you'll see my the dart bus right up there. You'll see my name. Count it.
Yeah.
First
I'll
place.
fly there one day.
Yeah, we have to go over there and smoke. It's like the only place in Dallas where you can still smoke a cigarette. Dude, so like, okay, I want to ask a question to someone, as someone who does not follow sports at all, any like professional sports, right?
Yeah.
To somebody who very clearly spends about 40% of his paycheck on sports things.
I've done better. I've come back.
It's 40% on sports, like 30% on your son, and like the last 30% of the mortgage and food.
Yes.
What? Okay, so we're 4 games in, right, to the season. 4 or 5 games in, right?
Yes.
The 2023 season. What is it normal for a quarterback to lose like 2 pretty kind of big games and people to immediately say this is the worst thing ever, start burning their jerseys? Because that's all I've seen at TikTok. People roasting this man alive and then roasting their jerseys right afterward. Is that normal? What is it?
So I yes, but I also think more so with who the team is. And I think with the Cowboys fan base, that's perfectly normal with them. So if he comes tomorrow, if he wins tomorrow against a high school team, they'll be like, "Oh, we're going to the Super Bowl," and like they're buying another jersey, forgetting
so
the
guy is gonna go buy his Dak's jersey again. This $280 jersey,
or pull another one of his 20 jerseys that he has in his closet already of Dak.
Yeah, that he bought each year. He just buys a new one. So that so you are not concerned for Dak's future, or are you?
Well, I definitely am concerned for Dak's future. I just don't buy Dak stuff and then burn it because I know I'm concerned for his future. So I don't do it altogether. When Dak first started, I kind of was iffy, but then I became open to it and gave him a chance. Not that he needs a chance for me, which is another way. That's another thing that's funny about some of these fans. They're like, "Oh, I gave him a chance, and he let me down." It's like, well, you didn't. You're not.
Well, you didn't pay $280 million for him. First off, so shut the fuck up.
So calm it down. but as far as like believing that he could do it, at the beginning I didn't believe it. Then I kind of started, okay, I can see some things, and hopefully he is.
You saw he's kind of, you were like, okay, he's just a replacement for Tony Romo,
right? And I think that's what he's become, is another Tony Romo, where he's good enough to be considered good, but not enough to be. He's
not a championship caliber.
Right. When you win until it matters when you win. Like, so we get to the playoffs and all, but we never get over that same hump that Tony Romo was never able to get over. And so it's just
Tony Homo.
That's why I feel like it's probably just an organizational thing more than just a positional thing, because you've heard people say that Jerry Jones has been in there for so long. I think you just got to get a different mindset in that up front office.
Yeah.
It's almost kind of like how when Coach Smitty was a football coach for that long, and we expected to win somehow. When it was the same,
it would be pretty funny if Jerry Jones decided to smash his wife's head open with a cinder block. I'd be like, there's a lot of similarities going on over here. There's a lot of weird similarities going on over here.
Well, the crazy thing is, like, from the stories I've heard, is that the original reason Jerry Jones bought the Cowboys was to be the coach. Like, that was his intent. Like, I'm going to buy this team
for him to be the coach.
Yeah, but then he probably thought, like, yeah, it's a little too weird. I'm going to be the second best thing and be the general manager and tell the coach what to do.
That's exactly what I did when it came to this podcast. I said, should I just pay for this podcast every month, or should I buy the equipment and then produce it myself?
Yes.
And now it's still gone down the drain. We haven't made it to the podcast playoffs at all.
Hey, but we're still
at 350.
I'm trying to hit. Strong?
What'd you say?
We're still like 6-7 years strong.
Technically, this is a new podcast now, so we're a few months in.
For marketing purposes, correct.
Yeah, we've rebranded. This is the Crystal Coke or whatever the fuck, the Crystal Pepsi.
Yeah, it's still Pepsi.
Wasn't that a royal, a well-known failure of a brand?
I think so.
But hey, okay, that's all I knew. That's all I know about sports, and that's really all that I wanted you to inform me of. Ed. So for you, what do you think is going to happen? You think that Dak is going to be you think he's going to be a dud? You think this is his last year with us, with the Cowboys?
Hopefully, but just knowing Jerry Jones, probably not. But I think it's just going to be the same thing this year, where we good enough to make it to the playoffs. At the end, we
And
somehow
then they're
might
like, fuck it, we'll just keep him.
probably yes.
Let me ask you a question. What's the quarterback for the fucking Chiefs or not the Chiefs, I guess is it the Chiefs?
For Kansas City,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mahomes.
Yeah, Mahomes, right? He's like the best one ever right now, right? Like he's the best quarterback right now. Why don't we just pay for him?
That's a good idea. I think we should pitch that to Jerry Jones.
It seems very simple. Let's say you make me the billionaire owner of a team, right? I would do this, and you tell me this is just what I would do based on how I used to play NCAA and Madden 2012, 2027, 2027, or 2007. You find who the best quarterback is, right? And then you just give that guy $500 million or whatever the fuck it is. And then that's just your guy. Why don't we just do that?
In my eyes,
Is it because then he'll just turn around and go back to the Chiefs and be like, "Hey, they offered me $500 million," and they're like, "We'll give you $501 million."
So there is some of that, but there's also like I think each team has like a cap budget of what they can spend per year before getting like penalized and stuff like that.
Oh, to try to be
equal. But I honestly feel like it should be a free market. Like,
yeah, it should.
You got the money. Clearly, the Cowboys, I think, do as the most valuable franchise in the history of sports of mankind.
Is that
why
true?
Does it suck so much? Like,
is that true? Is Cowboys
that way? They're valued like at over $3 billion.
But I think Qatar just offered Messi one dude $1 billion.
That is also true.
I think you have to take away like anything anything international, like soccer. Over there, it's like Christian Oliver.
I think those teams are ranked up there when it came down to like the list, because I think like some other international team was like second or third.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, the point is they have enough money. I don't know why we suck.
Yeah,
so
point
much.
is, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm like. What the fuck? What's the
whole
point of being
winning.
Quadrillionaires? You can't just fucking pay somebody better.
Yeah,
you got to. And also, I don't like that there isn't a good Tony Homo comparison to Dak. Like, there's no. I was trying to think of one the other day, and I was like, "What's the best one?" Dak Prescott, like Gak. That's nowhere near the caliber of Tony Homo.
Here's what just popped into my mind: Whack Dak.
Whack Prescott.
Whack Prescott. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Whack Prescott. That's actually great. That's probably like 40% the way to fucking Tony Homo. That was just the greatest one. I feel like part of the reason why we kept him around is for the Tony Homo jokes. Like that probably got him like an extra 3 months, bro.
For the relevancy of online.
Yeah, for like, oh, yo, dude, Tony Romo is trending so dirty all the time. And then they're like, oh, well, it's because of Tony Homo jokes. Like 50% of that is Tony Homo jokes. What'd you say?
Sign that guy.
Sign that Tony Homo guy. Jerry Jones. Just so he can shit on him. He got him.
But yeah, I mean, I don't.
He thought that Dak Prescott's original last name was Romosexual. Oh, get that Dak Romosexual guy. And then they were like, oh no, that's just that's a nickname, Jerry. Fuck. Yeah.
He drafts based on nicknames.
Yeah. He drafts our next guy. What's this next guy's names? His name is Pranz Nexual. Neck Duel. Get him right now. Sign that motherfucker.
He drafted that Hishi guy. What's his name?
His name is Rikishi. He used to play football. He used to play WWE.
Wrestling.
He's probably gone, right?
Rikishi?
No, Dak. Dak Romosexual. Rikishi. Now Rikishi, that's a good center right there.
It's like a good quality person.
Who would have made? Let's build a football team based on WW. Do you know WWE or WWF? I only
Uh,
know stuff from mid '90s to like 2002.
yeah. Well, here's the funny thing is they kind of did that and they called it the XFL. So
The XFL.
you're like 15 years behind. That
XFL must have been like the only league that like the fucking WNBA beaten ticket sales. I never see XFL highlights. Only like I see XFL highlights as much as I see WNBA highlights.
It's funny because the XFL, like, did you know, like, The Rock bought them out, and then he moved like the headquarters to Arlington, and
He
then this
he
past
purchased the
season,
league,
yeah, the XFL,
the whole league. That's really funny.
he was like, "Here's a 20," and they were like,
Yeah.
"Here's $5
They're
back."
like, here's $5 back, and you get the XFL. That probably would make sense. It's just like those homes in Detroit that are like $1. It's
Yeah,
just like just please pay taxes.
and then he was like, "Well, I have a team now, but I don't have a headquarters. Where can Arlington has an extra baseball stadium they're not using. Let's move it
Is
there."
that true?
Yes. And then they were like, let's use this baseball field and turn it into a football field and host the games there.
It's funny that that's how much money we do have, that we have a completely usable just stadium sitting somewhere in Arlington, Texas.
And the fact that let's build it right across the street. Like
The new one.
to like move it somewhere. Like
Hold on, the new one is there. The new stadium's right across the street.
Right across the street. Like,
damn, dude, that's a power move, dude. That is a power move. That's like fuck you money.
It was like the city of Arlington flexing on Dallas, being like, "You guys can't even buy us." But yeah, congratulations to the Arlington Renegade though, because they ended up winning the championship this year.
The Arlington Renegade, is that the XFL league?
Yeah, it's the name of the Arlington team for the XFL, and they won the championship.
I've literally never even heard the name Arlington Renegade.
Well, that's the crazy part.
And I know about the UT Arlington wheelchair basketball team, and I've never heard of. Yeah, they're national champions.
I think they won it like 12 times.
I think they won it in the '80s too, because when I saw those pictures were very washed out. And they kept them for some reason in like the old pool area. It's like right before. That's where the trophy case was, right before you go into the fucking recreational pool area.
I remember that. It was like in one of like the oldest pool areas in the school.
Yeah.
I remember that.
It has like no wheelchair ramp access either, so you can't even the guys can't even go check it out.
God. Have you been back to the campus lately or in a while?
No, I haven't, dude. It seems like everything just gets better after I leave.
That's what happened to high school.
Hey, people out there, if you want anything renovated, just like hire me for a little bit or pay me to go there for a second.
Yeah, you're
as
like
soon as I leave, your shit is just gonna like blow up.
You're like the Good Luck Chuck of renovations.
Yeah. I wish it was the Good Luck Chuck of banging ladies. That's the best one, I think. That's the Good Luck Chuck of Good Luck Chucks.
Would that bother you though? Like you could bang girls, but then you find out that after
not at all. That movie would have ended with me just continuously banging women. They would be on the 10th sequel by now.
It would the sequel would be like good God, Chuck.
Yeah,
like,
good golly, Chuck. And you know me, dude, just based on my previous comments, I would have like 18 kids by then, 25 kids. And
with overage people. Like if you were 14, they were 14. Just want to clarify that again.
Yeah, of age people. Yes.
Because people like to splice things up and post them.
No splicing here, baby.
You're like, we splice our own stuff in post.
Yeah. I'm going to add all this in post. This has already been spliced in post to make it as nice as possible.
Good times.
Tony Homo.
But you bring up a funny point. So
don't even get into the NFL. Just stop. It is literally. I will say this about Tony Romo: the fact that he made it into the NFL with the amount of jokes he probably got in high school, he literally could. That man is probably so resilient. He probably is the best quarterback in history. But they just pushed him down so hard with the Tony Homo that he the fact that he made it to the NFL, he's already the greatest athlete to ever live. Like he
Yeah,
persevered more
and
than
then with
anyone else.
Carrie Underwood slashing his tires and busting his headlight, as that
Is
song
that
describes.
is that song about him?
Supposedly, yes, they were dating at the time. And
Really?
she released that song.
No way. Yeah, dude. I did not know that. That's great. Not so homo after all.
So I was gonna tell you, like, I was gonna try this new thing today, like when we're recording and then I go live, uh, like live streaming. I got a warning about hate speech. What a sensitive world.
When?
I guess the Tony Romo and the he she part. And
When? Wait, are you live right now?
I am. I'm trying to grow the show.
Are you live on Facebook? Where are you live on?
No, on TikTok. So shout out to anyone that's watching.
First off, dude, this is my intellectual property. So you owe me $10,000 right now. This is like the NFL. Like without my express written permission, you cannot stream any of this stuff.
Well, I can guarantee you, but nothing but a whole two people are watching. So
One of them's you.
I
Sure,
appreciate those two people that are currently
just
watching.
to make sure that the live is read. Oh wait, can you go live on TikTok? Do you have the 1,000 followers or whatever the fuck it takes?
Yeah.
That's insane that they make you do 1,000 followers to go live on Dick Cock. That's right, I said it. That's right. Tony Homo likes to go on Dick Cock. I'm gonna get you so banned, dude.
I'm gonna like show my mouth that's not me talking.
Edward.
I have like 4 accounts.
Oh, did you see this fucking like? I was looking at this meme, and someone's like, "This is why Dak played good that Sunday." You see this?
I like how the microphone.
You can tell I'm in my underwear too.
I like how the microphone makes it seem like she's doing something else, but to you.
Yeah, baby. No way, dude. That I know enough about women to know that is a very dangerous one. That one right there. Very dangerous.
Redheads.
Okay, yeah, we still got a little time, bro. You want to record another one for the Patreon?
You can, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do. So, guys, we are doing a Patreon. It's gonna be Cringe City. I'm setting it all up. It's just gonna be flat $5, and you get one extra ep per week. I'm hoping we stick to it, Ed. If people start paying us, we'll be legally obligated to provide that. Okay. And you know what, Ed? I may throw you a bone every once in a while. And when I say bone, I mean I'm gonna bone you. And that's your payment for doing the podcast. Me getting to have sex with you.
Well, why didn't we start this earlier?
Looks like the real Tony Homo's in the seat over there.
Oh.
But I don't say that as an insult. I love homosexual people.
Yeah, I mean,
I've been on record on this podcast saying, well, on the old one. This is episode 2. I've been on record saying that if I were to go to jail, I would become gay. I would be gay immediately, like within 2-3. I would the first instance, the first opportunity I have to be gay, I would be gay.
I remember that episode, but then I think we talked about it. Kind of depends on your sentence, though, because what if you're there? It does
not for me. I mean, if the sentence is like 6 months, that's a long enough time for me to start being gay after 2 months. Like if the opportunity comes up, I'm not searching for it, but if just like
in 2 months, it's like, hey,
2 months and 2 months and something happened.
Or what if it's an overnight thing and you just have to sober up and you're like romantically in love with something?
It is what it is. I really do think sexuality is fluid, and I probably would. I'd be gay. 1,000,000% if it was more than like a year. Yeah, dude. It was just like to pass the time. I mean, just boredom at some point. I remember the one time that like it was for traffic tickets. I spent like 12 hours for traffic tickets in jail. I was counting seconds, dude. At
But
one
is it
point, I
a
was like this. I was like,
holding cell?
one,
Like, is
two,
it just
three, four. Hmm?
like a less jelly, if that's a word?
It's just boring, dude. Like you're just bored.
But like,
Even
like
you
the
could
one,
have gave me a book, I would have read the whole book in a day. Like it was just so boring, dude.
yeah. When you do like the 12-hour thing though, like, you just stay in your regular clothes and you're just like in a holding cell, or do they actually like process
It's
you?
actually funny. I think did I talk about this? I don't know if I talked about this on the pod already. They put first of all, fuck Rockwall, the city of Rockwall. First off, first thing,
Yeah.
the Tony Homos of cities. Um, Rockwall, fucking dude. I got stopped in Rockwall, right? And then and fuck the city of Arlington too. First off, I got stopped in Rockwall, and they were like, "Oh, you have you have like a warrant from Arlington for traffic tickets." And then I was
Uh,
like, "Okay, well, let me just fucking pay this shit." No, we gotta put you under arrest, and then you can take care of it over there in Arlington or at the station. So we get down to the fucking police station. I'm like, okay, I got the money. Let me pay for this shit. No, we got to book you in. Okay, all right, I got booked in. Let me pay for it. Oh, okay, you can pay for the one for Dallas, but Arlington, the court's closed or some shit. You can't pay for it now. So I'm like, okay, so what? Yeah, you're gonna have to stay here till like fuck. Unless you bond out, you're gonna have to stay here till Monday. And I'm like,
oh,
what the fuck? And then they're like, yeah, and also they have an extradition for you, so you gotta they're gonna come pick you up. So then these motherfuckers, dude. No, I was in Dallas, and then Rockwall picked me up. That's what it was. Okay, all right. So fucking Rockwall, the city of Rockwall sent two cops, right? Just
uh-huh.
a quick recap, right? I'm a fucking college student. I don't have money, so I get tickets everywhere. I don't pay. I don't have my registrations. Been out for fucking 10 years. I'm driving all over Arlington, Rockwall for working for Nabisco, stocking crackers, and I'm getting stopped all over the place, getting tickets, not paying them,
The real
everywhere,
criminal,
all over the fucking DFW. And
the real
then
crime on crime.
Rockwall, the rich men of Rockwall, fucking they put a warrant out, right? I get stopped in Dallas. Dallas is cool, dude. Dallas is like, dude, you didn't fucking murder anybody. Just fucking
Yeah.
give us the money and get the fuck out of here. And then I'm like, okay, good. Here,
The
let me pay you
cops
my
literally took the money from you.
yeah. The cop is like, hey, dude, here they have a fucking Square app. Here, just fucking scan your shit in here, right? And
Yeah.
then they're like, oh, we can't let you go. I'm like, why? Oh, because Rockwall has extradition on you. Rockwell wants us to hold you until they send two cops to come pick you up. How fucking money grubbing hungry is the city of fucking Cockwall, dude? Are you
Oh
serious?
man.
So they fucking sent two cops, two decorated. These fucking cops are probably making like, Rockwall's one of those cities where like all the good cops go to Dallas, right? And
Uh-huh.
then like the good cops who like the ones who don't beat the citizens, they get to promote it to Rockwall and like Plano, right?
Yeah.
So like they sent two of these fucking white men to come get me. It was a white man and white woman. They come get me, and they're clearly fucking just based on the vibes. I could tell
Yeah.
that these two fuck just based on the vibes of them driving me and how they were kind of like acting like they don't fuck, they fucked.
Yeah.
So if anyone can hack that, whoever hack the system, Rockwall system, figure out who picked me up like 10 years ago, those two cops are fucking. They took me to fucking Rockwall, dude. I'm getting processed like I'm fucking, Donald Trump on his eighth like indictment, dude. It's like the media's coming after me or something. What's going on?
Oh.
I'm just a lonely brown cracker stalker. Right? And they mugshot in me. They made me wear the thing, the neckerchief.
Now.
Yeah, the towel. And I'm like, what is this? Oh, so that you don't if you come in with a 3-piece suit or a fucking homeless rags, the jury sees you the same. And
Mhm.
I'm like, first of all, that's bullshit because I bet if you fucking arrested the mayor, you're not gonna make him wear this shit. If Epstein was in here, he wouldn't be
Yeah.
in a neckerchief. And then they put me in, bro. There's like there's nobody in this fucking jail cell, dude. In this jailhouse. there's like 4 cells. There's one dude in one cell, and they put me in there with him. This guy.
Separating y'all.
What'd you say?
Instead of separating y'all, because there was other
instead
cells.
of separating us. First of all, they make me take my pants off. I'm just in my shirt and my underwear, just like I am right now, podcasting.
Yeah.
And they make me get into an orange jumpsuit. Okay. And then a jumpsuit, dude. This is Mayberry. This is nobody fucking here, dude. Like, I'm half expecting like Opie to just walk in and like bring me a fucking sandwich, dude.
Yeah.
Like, there's no, but this is a tiny little office, and they're fucking making me get into an orange jumpsuit. They put me in there with this other fucking Latino guy. Kind of a coincidence that in the city of Rockwall, only 2 brown men in this fucking Cockwall, only 2 brown men in this jail. They put me in there with this guy. He's butt naked, except for his brown suit, orange jumpsuit, dude. Butt naked under there. And you can tell, dude, because the jumpsuit ain't like the thickest material. I can see this man's ass crack, dude. Like his ass. The jumpsuit's riding up his asshole, dude, the whole time. And dude, they caught me in the middle of going to work, bro. In the middle of like going to work. And I had it when you work, you stock shit for like Nabisco, dude. They don't know until the next day that you didn't do it. So I'm like, fuck. If I can just get out, I'll go stock these crackers. You know? And what ended up happening, and of course my mom, who's very like, nowadays if that happened to my son, she'd, Mijo, we gotta get him out. But back then I was like, Ma, come on, please just go get a bondsman. I got the money, just go get a bondsman to bond me out. Yeah. She's like, no, I refuse. She didn't lift a finger to get me out, dude. A finger to get me out. I was like, I'm gonna lose my job. Please, Ma, I don't want to lose my job. I said no. I told you to pay the tickets. And I'm like, please. Okay, I just, no, stop calling me. And then I'm like, what? Lady, I pay you rent. You're not gonna get your shit if I don't get out of this jail. And then my stepdad, bro. Thank God for my stepdad. Not my real dad, my stepdad. I was like, please, fucking go. I got the money. Go fucking go pick up my car. So then all that shit. Go to the fucking bail bondsman, and he did it, bro. And I got out.
But you said Arlington also wanted you?
Yeah, Arlington also wanted me too. But Arlington was like, yeah, you can pay that shit. Like, the bail bondsman took care of all of that shit. Like, afterward. And then I never paid that motherfucker. No, I'm just playing. I paid him. Dude, last story before I leave.
Yes.
Which reminds me of this. And then we're gonna stop recording this. We'll go into the Patreon one. Okay. First of all, what the fuck? All these small Texas cities, dude. Y'all got to figure something out with AI or something. Figure out another way to make money, bro. Because you guys are harassing people when it comes to traffic shit.
Especially brown people.
Fuck it, yeah, brown people. Y'all got to figure something out, cryptocurrency or something, dude. Some other racket. Because it's just getting tiring, dude. And it's affecting the way you police. I'm on my way to Lubbock, bro, right? For a job-related thing. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. My white wife trying to silence me.
He's like, hey, I got family Rockwall. Let's talk about it.
I'm on my way to fucking Lubbock, dude. Right? For some work thing. It's like a 4 or 5 hour drive. Halfway there, I already fucking see it, dude. From like a mile away, there's that fucking cocksucking cop already posted up over there. I'm going fine. I'm not going fast, but I know my shit's like expired, bro. My shit's like COVID expired, bro. It's like it's fucking gone, dude.
COVID expired.
Yeah, it's like from COVID, dude. It's like I've been using the COVID excuse for like 5 years. Yeah, shit, dude. COVID. It's like this expires in 2018. COVID was rough, bro.
Pre-COVID.
This is pre-COVID. I got the pre-symptomatic. I was the first guy in Wuhan. Fucking. I'm driving, dude. I'm like, okay, this fucking cop is gonna stop me. As I'm riding past him, dude, I'm the slowest guy, bro. I'm doing like 60 in a 60. Everybody else, yeah. And I just see him fucking lights me up, bro, immediately. I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna have to pay this, whatever. I'm gonna get a ticket. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
My shit's so expired. The guy's not even like, hey, what? It's like, yeah, dude, I know. We both know.
Yeah.
We both know I didn't pay this shit. So I get stopped. Of course, a white male comes up to the side, and he's like, okay, boo boo boo, your shit. I came back, but like registration expired. You got to pay this. Just call the courthouse. Blah blah blah. All right. Before he writes me any ticket, dude. Before anything is written on paper, okay, I get stopped. He doesn't even have my ID in his hand yet, bro. We're still like talking, right?
Yeah.
A 18-wheeler pulls up 50 feet behind us, like pulls over, dude. Kind of quick, kind of like, it stops. He sees it, I see it. We're like, okay, and then another brown guy gets out, right? Hispanic guy. We're the entire economy for this fucking state, by the way. Okay. He gets out and he's like, fucking, kind of like he's like on the phone with somebody, walking toward us, and like, like saying something, but there's the traffic, we can't hear it. And the guy's like, what? Annoyed, like, what? What are you doing? And the guy's like, dude, there's a body back there, like 100 feet. There's a body on the other exit. Like a body on the ground, a dead body or someone unconscious, something, right? Now, you or me, right? If we were that cop, we'd be like, oh my God, someone's in distress. Like this man, here you go, sir. Get out of here. Take care of this when you can. Let me go help somebody. Yeah. He goes, he's like, what? Where? Okay, hold on. Okay, let me get your license. Let me get this. I go to you. Take okay, here you go. Have a great day. Fucking 2-3 minutes, bro, for him to write me that fucking ticket and send me on my jolly way while grandma's dying over there on the road. God damn, dude. These people need to figure out a different way to get their money, dude.
I actually saw a clip today of it was a police chase in Dallas where police was sitting watching a gas station. The guy in this Charger drives off and has the lights on, so it's at night, and so they start chasing him. It ends up being a police chase. The guy is pretty far, gets a little far ahead of the police, and the police from a distance, as they're chasing him with the lights on and everything, sees that the car just like crashes, and the police are like, "Well, that was his fault." And like they turn their lights off and turn and like continue to leave to go elsewhere, not even helping the guy.
What?
They were like, we don't want to deal with this shit anymore.
And you know what? Forget about the innocent people. Forget about the innocent nun in that other van.
And they left. They actually ended up back at the scene after other police patrols got to the scene, and people were like, "No, that's not right." Like people witnessed it, that cops were chasing them. The accident happened, and they just turned the lights off and left. And the same cop that was the driver was like, "Nah, man, that's crazy. I can't believe they did that." When it was him who did that.
Nah, that's crazy, fool. That was wild.
Yeah, but yeah, it goes back to it just goes back to like, what point is like what matters to them at that point? Like you said, like at that point you thought he would be like, "Oh shit, like this is an emergency. Like, hey man, take care of this when you can," and just and like zoom on to go help. Because at that point, I would assume seconds matter before life or death.
Well, they don't give a shit, dude.
Yeah, they're like,
I wouldn't give a shit.
I'm surprised he was like,
they're just
"Hey,
like, whatever.
Call 911."
Yeah, I'm sure like that gets beaten out of you after like your third week on the job, and you see your fourth decapitated head. You're just like, yeah, I'm done. I'm checked out.
I can also see that side of things too, actually. But
yeah, yeah. All right, bro. We'll end this here, guys. Now we're gonna record. We're gonna stop this one, and we're gonna record the Patreon version. This one will be posted at cringecity.com or patreon.com/cringecity. I'll put all the links up whenever this goes on YouTube. If you guys want to see the next one, we'll probably be talking about some other stuff that can be more risque.
Yeah.
This is the Tony Romo version. We're about to record the Tony Homo version. All right, guys. All right, thanks, Ed.
Alrighty.